Hello, Intermedians! My name is Josh, ultraplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross, and welcome to another late video because my life is falling apart. Welcome to PMC week number 5. Your New York Metagross are currently 2-2 after the very interesting video, or very interesting match that happened last week. But we're here. This video is going up on the day it's supposed to, hopefully. Anyway, we are here, and we are going against my good friend, my rival, one of my many rivals in the Draft League community. We're going against the Lawerence Talonflames, coached by Austin, aka Garchomp The God. Go check him out in the description. His side has been up for hours because he gets his videos up on time because he is a nerd. Anyway, real quick, let us go over our team before we jump into the battle, shall we? If you do not know our team consists of the Mega Altaria, the Z Greninja, the Vaporeon, the Crobat, the Heracross, the Rotomo, the Heatran, the Zelf, the Pallossands, the Z Porygon Z, and the Cofagrigus. Now, you can see which 6 mons he brought, you can see which 6 mons I brought, but let us jump into what actual sets I'm bringing. His team all together consists of Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Necrozma. Very standard, awesome stuff. Especially Necrozma, Z Incineroar, Z Haxorus, Mega Aerodactyl, Excadrill, Tangela, Seismitoad, Weezing, and Ursaring. So, very nice team he's got there. I really like some of these cores because I'm using them too. Like, I have also Koko, Lucha, Aerodactyl, Seismitoad, and Weezing on the other team, but I kind of like some of this stuff he has on this team better than what I have. But I have a Sopaleo, so. Anyway, let's jump into what I decided to bring. Shout out to my front office once again for helping me build. We have a Mega Altaria here with Dragon Dance, Cotton Guard, Roost, and Facade. I know it's kind of a thing to do to always bring Cotton Guard when you bring Mega Altaria in League format, but I really like Cotton Guard Mega Altaria this time because a lot of his mons that would stop me are either, or mainly physical. He has a lot of physical threats in this entire team. His only special threats that I have to worry about are the Tapu Koko, the Necrozma, and the Weezing, and kind of like Tangela and Ursaring, but also, or Tangela and Seismitoad, but not really. I'm not really too worried about Necrozma. Unless it's offensive, I can take hits from that thing all day. As long as it's not toxic, I can set up on it all day. And Weezing, I'm not really expecting to bring. And if he does, well, I mean, he could bring it, but like I don't really think he needs to bring it. But I can easily just Dragon Dance up on a lot of his team. I do outspeed, I believe, it's going to be a Haxorus at +1. Something around that, looks like. Yeah, something around a Haxorus at +1. And at +2, I'm going to outspeed Koko. I'm going to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl. Namely Mega Aerodactyl. That's what I'm going for at +2. And Cotton Guard lets me beat that thing 1v1 as well as a Hawlucha, as well as certain variants of Koko, if it's mainly physical. I beat Incineroar, and if I get Cotton Guard up before it comes in, I can beat Excadrill, Tangela, Haxorus, etc. This can literally just beat his entire team. So I have some bulk there just to, you know, ensure certain things I live certain things. Nothing too much to go into detail about. I have Facade in case he tries to burn me with like Incineroar or Weezing, which is very nice. If he talks to me, then of course I'm going to go down sooner, but I'm going to be able to use Fire Off Strong Facade before then. I have a Choice Scarf Porygon Z. I knew I wanted this mon. I believe this Reflect ended up being something else, but I don't remember what it was. But all I really needed was Tri-Attack. He has Excadrill and he has Mega Aerodactyl to switch into this thing, but other than that, he really does not handle a Porygon Z. I thought about Agility and I thought about Specs, but ultimately I thought Scarf would be a really good set because he can revenge just about everything on his team, except for like a +1 things, so or speed boost things that are like Haxorus or Scarf Koko or Hawlucha with its Electricity. So I can revenge a lot of his team and really does not like them on. So I figured I didn't need a lot. I just needed Tri-Attack. I had Ice Beam for Mega Aerodactyl. Wasn't too worried about Excadrill. If it did come, then it was going to get weakened really fast. If it did come, I'd be very curious as to why, because a lot of my team just like handles Excadrill really well. And I have Sleep Talk on there in case I feel like I need to switch into Sleep Powder and switch in on this, pick Sleep Talk, and maybe never kill him. And then I ended up with Reflect just because I'm more scared of physical threats. I think I changed that because of incompatibility, but it didn't matter and ended up mattering anyway. So I would have speed for Excadrill. The max special attack. And yeah. Then I have a Greninja also. Like, when I was building this team, I knew that these 3 mons would come, so I knew that these 3 mons destroyed him. I have a Darkanium Z Greninja with Water Shuriken, Dark Pulse, Grass Knot, and Ice Beam. So Water Shuriken's good for finishing off stuff like Hawlucha and the Tapu Koko, as well as Mega Aerodactyl. Dark types he just does not like. He has Hawlucha and he has Incineroar, which really handles him well. But other than that, he does not like dark types, so I have Dark Gideon Z to really take advantage of that. Grassland is there for Toad. Ice Beam is going to be there for stuff like the Hawlucha and the Tangela. Really did a lot of work. Thought about having U-turn, but I really like having the coverage more. And it's really nice to have. I outspeed a max speed Hawlucha because I did not want the chance of it not having its burden and me not being faster than it and being able to fire for Ice Beam. I do have Cofagrigus, as you can see, so you know I see why I'd want to outspeed something like a Hawlucha, because I'm likely going to be able to get rid of its burden with the Mummy ability. So I really like these mons. I really thought these three would be able to wear down a lot of its checks, because as I mentioned earlier, like, if he sees Mega Altaria, he will likely go into his Mega Aerodactyl because he does outspeed me, and Ice Fang will do a lot because it's Tough Claws and it's a Mega Aerodactyl. He'll outspeed +1 too. So, weakening that is good for something like this. So, now that I have these 3-3 kind of like offensive core, I wanted some defense. I had a Pallossands because I did not want to lose Tapu Koko. And I made it my Stealth Rocker, and I have Stealth Rock, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Earthquake, and I don't remember what the Fizz Depth does, but it's there. But it's mainly Spadef. I wanted a lot of Spadef just so I could take on Tapu Koko as best as possible. As well as, you know, that's it. But a very standard set, not much to talk about when it comes to Piloswine. I have my Cofagrigus fully physically defensive. I did not want to do calcs and special defense. I wanted fully physically defensive to handle Hawlucha as best as possible, because Hawlucha is a threat. I have Psychic to hit that Hawlucha, I have Shadow Ball for stab, I have Will-O-Wisp to burn the Hawlucha, and I have Haze to stop this Hawlucha from setting up. This also helps me with the Mega Aerodactyl, helps me with the physical Necrozma. The Shadow Ball will threaten that thing to a very decent extent. I do absolutely, literally zero anything to Incineroar, and I'm okay with that. Because I have this to switch in, I have this to switch in, and I have this to switch in. And this is going to be my mixed defensive Vaporeon, which is called Toxic and Protect, and this basically handles everything else on his team. I can handle Excadrill. I don't handle Tangela, but I have a Mega Altaria, so that shuts it down, basically. Ursaring, I can take a hit from. Ursaring, Loki, is a really big threat to this team, because knockoff. If it didn't get knockoff, it would not touch anything. It would just be hard walled by Cofagrigus all day. But also, Cofagrigus' name is right. Yay me. I can take hits from these Hackers to an extent. Toxic it. I can Toxic the Necrozma, I can Toxic the Toad, I can Toxic just about everything. And it's really nice to have. Scald is very good for his team because its only water resists are the Tangela, LOL, and the Satin Toad, Toxic. And yeah, it's very nice to have. So that's the team I'm going with. I was really happy with this team. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying using Greninja, even though it hates me. But let's get into the battle, shall we? And let's get rid of this. And let's talk about... Whoa. Hold up. Why am I there? Okay. Wow, I'm good at this. Guys, I have recorded videos before in my life. So, you can rest assured on that. Anyway, like I said, he does... You can see the 6 months he's brought over there to the right. He brings his Tapu Koko, his Hawlucha, his Necrozma, his Mega Aerodactyl, his Incineroar, and his Ursaring. So, no Tangela as kind of expected. No Weezing as kind of expected. No Excadrill as kind of expected. Axel and Toad were kind of like, on me. I kind of did expect them over the Incineroar and the Ursaring, but I knew that the first 4 were going to come, and I was fully ready for them. But anyway, let's talk about this. So, looking at this matchup, I was very, very happy. Not gonna lie, because he has no Fairy Resist at all. I knew that Altaria would easily be able to blow through this entire team if I wanted it to. He brings no Seismic Toad and no Tangela. He really does not like my Greninja. My Greninja can put a lot of work. My 3 offensive threats that I knew were going to put in a lot of work are going to put in a lot of work this match. So, let's jump into this battle, shall we? So, I have this on a little bit of boosted speed just because I want to. And it's my video, so yay me. Anyway, I'm going to lead up from Pallossands because I want to get a Brock. Rocks are very nice for whittling down his entire team as he leads with the Necrozma. This is definitely going to be Stealth Rock to me. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off my Stealth Rocks as it's very good for whittling down his team, especially that Incineroar, which I believe to be a Salt Fist for my Porygon Z. And I'm going to switch out here into my Aerial so I can kind of like handle the thing, Toxic it, whittle it down, as he goes for Toxic, and he misses. And I'm going to get some leftovers. So, on this next turn, I'm going to go for Toxic, because I want the thing whittled down. He's going to go for Toxic, and he's going to miss the Toxic, and I'm going to go for Toxic, and he's going to get Toxic. And he's missed 2 Toxics in a row now, so unfortunately, I'm still not Toxic, but he's Toxic. And I'm going to get some leftovers, and I'm not going to get whittled down, because I'm not Toxic. And he's going to take some damage because he is toxic. And he's going to go for toxic, and he's actually going to hit this toxic. And now I'm going to be toxic, and he's toxic, and I'm toxic, and we're both toxic together, and we're being toxic brothers. That's I go for Scald and get some damage off, and he's going to get some, weaken down a little bit of himself with the toxic. And, I'm also going to take some damage because of the toxic, and we're just here being toxic together as toxic buddies, toxic rivals in this toxic draft league format. He fires off a Photon Geyser, and he's going to do a lot of damage to me, and that tells me I don't remember what that tells me, but I go for Wish. And here I knew that there was no move he could go for that would knock out my Greninja from full, and I could get a lot of HP back, and keep up offensive momentum. So here I'm going to switch out into my Greninja, as we both take toxic damage. And I'm going to see that he's going to switch out into his Mastodon, which is his Earth Ring. And I definitely expected this to have a lot of speed to outspeed stuff like my Vaporeon and everything. So, based on the counts, I knew that he would die to my Black Hole Eclipse, because he should not be max HP. He should be speed invested. So, I'm going to fire off said Black Hole Eclipse, and I'm going to put this thing in the dirt. I do not want my Copagrigus taking damage. So, here we go. We see the Black Hole Eclipse come out. Hello, Greninja, and please take this thing to another dimension. Goodbye, Earth Ring. Except he's max HP because he expected Trick Room, and he fires up Facade, and I die in one. So, very unfortunate. That was not a roll, guys. Max HP did live Black Hole Eclipse from full after rocks. So, shout out to that. But I lost my Greninja, which is fine, because I still feel like I can easily take this entire game with my Porygon Z plus my Mega Altaria. So I'm going to go to Tusk because I know Tapu Koko is an easy switch for him, and I do not want to give him any kind of offensive momentum right now. He goes on to his NGANP, his Necrozma, which is going to take some rocks. It's going to take this Ice Crash, and then is going to get some leftovers recovery before taking toxic damage. Now then, he is going to take said toxic damage, and he's going to be very low, and I'm going to go for Ice Shard, maybe being able to pick him up and not have to take damage. Nope, rip. And I'm going to take a Photon Geyser to the face, and it's going to do some decent amount of damage. I believe he was physically defensive. So, he's going to take some damage, and he's going to drop to the toxic damage. Now, he's going to go into his Incineroar here. I, again, do not want to have I don't want my Violet knocked off. I don't want to take any damage because I want this thing healthy for Tapu Koko. And I'm going to go into my Aerial, and I'm going to take rocks, and I'm going to take this Flare Blitz, and I'm going to take some toxic damage. So, he does a lot. It tells me he's kind of offensive, like a lot of offensive. And I'm like, maybe if he's Choice Scarf or something, I might be able to live another one. He's not Choice Scarf. He's going to Thunder Punch. If I like Strain Boosted, it's Incineroar. I'm a Vaporeon. I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm not living that in any kind of way. And I'm going to go to my Mega Altaria because, LOL, what is your way to stop me? And I'm going to go for Dragon Dance. I thought about this play a lot. I thought about Cotton Guard and everything, but I thought Dragon Dance was the better play. So, I'm going to Mega Evolve. He goes into Aerodactyl, which screams at me that he is enough speed for a +1 Mega Altaria. I'm going to Dragon Dance. I know that because I'm bulky, I'm going to live any hit. I can live with Ice Fang, and I again thought about this play for a while, about Cotton Guard versus Dragon Dance. And I ultimately decided that Dragon Dance was my best play, so I can guarantee outspeed this in the next turn and knock it out, because at +2, I do knock this thing out with an unboosted Facade. He Ice Fangs. I had PTSD. I flinched. I was so scared that I would flinch or I'd freeze. But I don't. I Dragon Dance again. I'm now faster than this thing, and I can easily knock this thing out with the +2 Facade. Goodbye to that terror. And that's going to drop. Now his only way to beat me is to revenge me with Hawlucha, so he has to go into Tapu Koko. He has to get up his electric terrain, and he has to die to my Facade, because I believe he thought his Incineroar was his best way to win. But anyway, he's going to drop there. He's going to go into Rey Mysterio, his Hawlucha, his only way to win at this point, which is now faster than me. However, I have a dedicated counter to this in my Cofagrigus, which I'm going to go out to now. And he's going to go for Acrobatics, and the second he clicked Acrobatics, I knew at this point that I'd won. Because after Stealth Rock, I knew Incineroar was going to be able to die to Tri-Attack. Maybe if it was like super bulky Assault Vest, it would live. But I was kind of like, it's probably not. So I'm going to go for Psychic, going for it. If I get my Porygon, I know that at this point, if I get my Porygon Z, and no matter what, safely, I win the game. So he's going to get the Intimidate off. I'm going to go for Psychic. It's going to do absolutely nothing. I do not want this thing setting up SDs or Flame Charges. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to switch out, I'm going to go to my Tusks, which at this point I know does not do anything. And I'm going to sack the thing off. He's going to go for the Darkest Lariat. And he's going to knock me out with the next one. As I go for Ice Shard. Once again, I thought he might be a bulky Assault Vest variant, so if he was bulky Assault Vest variant, that Ice Shard did a better job of putting him in range of Tri-Attack, giving me a little bit more breathing room for that. So I go out into my Porygon Z, my Choice Scarf Porygon Z, which will outspeed both of his Mons now, and I fire off a Tri-Attack. He ended up being an offensive, like, Expert Belt variant, I believe, or Insignium Z variant, and he just dies. And then this comes out, I'm faster than it, I'm gonna fire off a Tri-Attack, and that is going to fall, and once again, we take down Austin and his Lawerence Talonflames. Rest in peace. I was very sad to see Greninja not do as much work as I anticipated, but hey, that is life sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next week we will be going against Arahpthos, I believe, and his Melbourne Stormthrows. We are now 3-2. I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, leave a sub, hit him with a dab, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.